gonna do 3 poems.
Loud, bud.
Yeah, and they're all by Brian Solomon. He's a guy who signed my hat right here.
Right here.
All right.
Hey.
My first poem is called The Curse of the Crooked Horned Cow.
Go ahead.
You could tell at a glance she was different as she inched her way down the ramp. A gift to my mother, no strings attached. Happy birthday, love from Gramps. Well, the milk cow was something we needed. With a family the size that we was, and it seemed for a while that she'd fit our needs in a worth and purposeful cause. It was claimed that her bloodlines was Holstein with a short-horn bull on the loose, but I swear she was Texas Longhorn, crossed off with a passionate moose. She had a prominent hump on her shoulders and legs that was 7 feet long, and could kick out the lights on the ceiling anytime she felt things was wrong. It was elected my duty by Father's decree to jerk the milk from this cow. 13 years old and 93 pounds. I really was wondering how. But there I was at daybreak with a bucket and old wooden stool, determined to milk her and then catch the bus that would carry me off to the school. Then it happened. We made eye contact. She sensed my rising fear. She raised her foot with lightning speed and stuck it in my ear. With cow tracks on my pockets, she launched me from the stall. I'd prop the barn door open so I wouldn't wreck the wall. Like a sacrificial lamb I was, the daily game of cat and mouse. It became a desperate challenge to get the milk back to the house. While mother's making cream puffs and butter for our bread. Got these evil thoughts in mind of T-bone steaks instead. A lack of oxygen to her brain. Well, Bertha, I could tell. This guttered, dwelling bovine was an advocate from hell. The evil side of darkness all packaged in a hide with bloodshot eyes that torched her soul and burned you up inside. She became the predator stalking, and I became the prey. She ruled the roost like a gangster until one fatal day. She found the grain bin door ajar and temptation lured her in, and gorged herself on barley truck like a junkie in a sandal. Then laid down in a shady spot and felt the banquet swell. It bunged her up from stem to stern and rang her final bell. I've pondered and I've wondered why she couldn't kick it free, because on any given morning she could kick the crap from me. My second poem is called The Grosshawk. Now, Gordy is a friend of mine. He's got this friend, you see, an aging, wise old buckaroo, as active as could be. They saddled up some colts one day and rode out checking lines. The sky was blue, there was no clouds, the sun was burning fine. Well, they came upon a goshawk all tangled in the wire. He was mad as any rattlesnake, his eyes were shooting fire. Well, how he stepped down from his mount to turn him loose, his claim, because he was wearing gauntlet gloves of old-time cowboy fame. As Gordy looked on plumb amazed at how his tactful moves, he's grumping about his gentle touch and all the kindness proves, then proclaims upon surveillance that this hawk will have to die. His wing is broke, his leg is tore, and he won't fly. So he hunkered low and grabbed the bird around its wiry neck, not knowing at that point in time the outcome of the wreck. Well, a goshawk is a fighter too, we're soon to learn that much. But he shot his feathered leg out straight and grabbed at Howie's crotch. The razor talons found their mark where his ships was cut away. Like sabers pierced his wranglers and his long johns on their way. Then clamped the hole like a 4-inch vise and held their target firm. Howie looks uncomfy now and Planet starts to squirt. But he is a warrior and he never would give in. He calls upon his bravery, bites his lip and sets his chin. He's fought the wars on foreign shores and ruled the barroom brawls. He's tough as hard-boiled Alice cat. He's answered all his calls. He's rolled the whack of saddle broncs and being the last to dance. This hawk is going down, you see. He doesn't stand a chance. They never had no guns along. There was no place to tote him. Howard would love to shoot this bird that gathered up his throat. Well, Howie takes it and drinks a couple rounds. The goshawk tightens up his grip and never makes a sound. Gordy would assist him, but for one dang thing, of course, He's laughing hard and he can't see to get down from his horse. Oh, how he's on his own, and then one final feat of strength, he twists the raptor's neck again. The hook is going away. He released his claws of bondage and relaxed his stranglehold. And how he starts to breathe again. His skin is wet and cold. He walks a little space and sets his turbs up a notch so he can gain some airtime on his bruised and battered crotch. Before he talks of tetanus and rush into the dock for sorts of strange components only known in doctor talk. So they speed off to the village in a beat-up pickup truck and wheel up to emergency with how he's rotten up. This herald of the nation, this man who knows not fear, is looking pale with all this talk of needles in his rear. Well, he saw that nurse is strutting in her gown of finest silk with a huge syringe and needle that was filled with chocolate milk. Then they doffed his jeans and long johns, and when they got him prone, he rolled his eyes and fainted sure. No more for parting grove.